Okay, today guys, we're going to need to use spotters for some of the machines. So let's go over a few things. First, why use a spotter? Well, anytime you have to back up and you don't have a full view of where you're going, call for a spotter. If you're working in the air like with a crane or an excavator and need help knowing how close you are to power lines, buildings, or trees, call for a spotter. If you're digging a hole with an excavator and you can't see your bucket down the hole, call for a spotter. Now, some rules for the spotters. You are the on-the-ground eyes of the machine operator and are watching for obstacles as well as people. Distance is your safety cushion, your distance from the machine and the machine's distance from obstacles. If you don't know how close a machine should be kept from foundations, sewer caps, buildings, or whatever you're working around, get with your supervisor. Very, very important is to stay at least 10 feet away from electrical lines, and that goes for the machine and its spotter. Within 10 feet, and the electricity could arc, and that's very bad. Now be aware of your complete surroundings as well as where you are walking. If you're walking backwards, be very aware of where you're putting your feet. If you trip, you could quickly find yourself under a moving machine. If you have to walk behind the unit you're directing, a loader for instance, make sure you stop the machine and the operator knows what you intend to do. Giving the machine plenty of distance. And remember my rule about not getting between moving machines and immovable objects. There is no point in having a spotter if you can't communicate. Discuss the correct hand signals to use before you start to work. Make sure you both understand the signals and what the job is and how the operator intends to handle it. Our job sites are noisy places, so use hand signals versus trying to use your voices to shout above the noise. If the operator or spotter don't understand what the other person is signaling, stop what you're doing and clear things up. Generally, there will be only one spotter per machine, but there may be other workers trying to give signals to the operator. The operator should only recognize the signals of his designated spotter. If a third person frantically signals the operator to stop, then the operator should stop and let the spotter figure out what the problem is. But any other signal to raise, lower, swing, turn, or move should come from the designated spotter. The spotter should be highly visible in a high-vis reflective vest. And at night, the spotter can use a flashlight to signal, but be careful not to shine your light in any operator's eyes. The spotter and the operator have to act as a team to accomplish their task. As always, if you have a question or don't understand something, stop and talk it out.